Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is Rika Life. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me on this amazing journey. I talk about all things crochet. I share my whips, I share my finished objects, I share my own designs. So if you haven't already, take a look in the description box below. You'll find tutorials for my Dreamy beanie hat. You'll find tutorial for my Dreamy mandala. And those are full video tutorials on YouTube that you can follow along with and create your own hat or mandala. I also have full written patterns for both of those available on Ravelry, and you'll find all the links for that in the description box below. So definitely check that out. All right, so today I want to share with you some whips, some works in progress. I always have multiple things happening in the background, but these are just a few that I'm currently working on, and I just wanted to share them with you because they're so beautiful. So I wanted to first share with you, I just found out that one of my friends from high school had a baby, and I realized that I hadn't made anything for her. I couldn't attend her baby shower, and I had not made anything for her. So I asked her, what colors do you like? And she said, I like blues and purples. So I went hunting through my stash. I went through my bins here, my bags here. Then I went in my yarn closet and I was like, okay, blue and purple. What is blue and purple? What can I use to make a baby blanket? And I found some mandala yarn. So Lion Brand Mandala. So this is Lion Brand Mandala in the color Troll. It already has a gap in the middle because I've already started using it. So this mandala yarn is actually a light number weight 3, a 3 weight. It's not a 4. It's not worsted weight. It's a light weight, so like a DK weight. And it recommends an age or 5mm hook. It is 590 yards or 540 meters, a 5.3 ounce or 150 gram ball. It's 100% acrylic and it's machine washable and dryable. So that was something that's important to me, that it is machine washable and dryable. So as new parents, you don't have to worry about the blankets that you're getting. And, you know, once the baby has spit up on it, you're not worried about how to clean it. So that appealed to me. And luckily, I bought 2. And luckily, very luckily, they're both wound exactly the same. One of them did have a bit of like this green here at the beginning, and I just cut that out. It was very short. So I'm holding 2 strands together of this yarn. I'll just show you the yarn again. It's really beautiful. This is Troll, Mandala Troll. And I decided to make a corner to corner. This is what it looks like so far. It's this beautiful blue, and then it started the royal blue. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know what's going to happen with size. Like, I have never held mandala cakes together and made a corner to corner. So I'm using a J or 6mm hook. That's what I'm using. So because I'm holding 2 together. So it's nice and like thick and squishy and soft. It's really nice. There's not any gaps because of the way I'm making it. So the way I do my corner to corners, you must have seen other people doing it as well, is that I do, am I holding it the wrong way? There you go. I was showing you the back side. That's the front side. I do chain 2 at 3 double crochets and I slip stitch and I chain 2. When I'm making a new one, I chain 5 instead of chaining 6. So just these small alterations make it so that it's nice and dense, and there's very minimal holes. There's no holes. You'd have to like pull it apart to see those gaps. So it's nice, dense, thick, not holey kind of blanket that I'm making. So that is the front of it. I can show that to you up close. This is what corner to corner looks like. It's beautiful. And I have a tutorial on corner to corner. It may come out around the time of this video, but just go into my crochet tutorial playlist and you'll see it there. So that's the corner to corner I'm making. I just don't know. So because of the way the cake is, and I'm right here, and it's still very small, so I don't know if I'll continue to like this dark purple and then start decreasing because I'm making a square. So I'm not really sure where to decrease. I do have more mandala yarn. Like I have a lot, but I didn't buy 2 of each, so I only bought 1. And because I'm holding 2 together. So I've just been trying to figure out today if I could just use a worsted weight yarn and match this thickness, and I think I could. So I think I put it behind me, but I have some not line brand yarn, but I have some big twist yarn that I might just add on to this at the end. So I'm basically planning to go as big as seems necessary. So likely if you put this here, likely a baby blanket would be at least till here, to my arm. So once I get this big, so I'd have to do another 8 or 10 rows, then I would start decreasing. And in my tutorial, I explain everything about how to make a corner to corner into a square or a rectangle or a triangle as a scarf, so, or a shawl. So you can see all the details there, but this is a really nice pattern that I love doing corner to corner. It's very simple and it's something I can just put down, do something else, sit down, pick it up, keep going. Like I don't have to look at where I left off, which I really love. I love to just be able to take a project and just continue. That makes me happy. So I'm planning to work on this and planning to finish it relatively quickly so I can send it to my friend. I think her baby is already a month old. So hopefully if I can get it there by the time the baby's like 2 months old, I think it would still be very useful. And yes, that is the gift baby blanket I'm making. I'm usually making a variety of baby blankets and I just make them and then sometimes I end up donating them. Sometimes I end up gifting them. It's very rare that I make a baby blanket with someone in mind. So this time I do have someone in mind, and that's just kind of making it more enjoyable for me because I know it's going to go to this baby girl, my friend's baby girl. So that's very fun for me. Okay, so I actually wanted to just insert this into the video. I did finish this baby blanket, the corner to corner that I was just showing you, and I've already gifted it. It's already gone. So I didn't get a chance to make a video with it, but I'm going to pop up a couple of pictures on here just so you know what it looks like. And I'm just going to quickly tell you what I did. So I did use the Mandala cakes and Troll. I used both of them. I have a little bit of yarn left from that, probably the green that was at the very end, like the tealish green that I had at the end. And what I ended up doing was I made a large corner to corner. And when I kind of got into the blue color, the deep blue color, I stopped with the Mandala Troll. And I actually pulled out Karen Jumbo in blue raspberry that I had. And that's the middle panel that you see here, where it's all variegated in different colors of blue and white. And I used up what I had. So I had, I want to say, less than half of a skein of that, but I used the whole thing. So I had already built it up to the center, and then I started decreasing, and then I switched back to the Lion Brand Mandala yarn. So I finished the blue raspberry, and then I switched back to the Lion Brand Mandala yarn, and I finished the blanket. It turned out really beautifully. It felt luscious. My friend already got it and she loves it. And she also sent me pictures, which I've included here. And it's just so exciting. I think it turned out really well. And I'm so glad I used that blue raspberry because it just gave it like that oomph. It just made that project like pop to me. And it's so funny because my friend thought that it was so intricate and so, I must have spent so much time, but in my mind I was like, hey, this is corner to corner. This goes by really fast. And because I was so motivated to send it to her, because her daughter is almost already 2 months old, I was like, I need to get this out before the girl grows too tall. So I finished it, I sent it, and I'm so happy. That really worked out for me with the Lion Brand Mandala, and it worked out because I had 2 balls of it, like 2 cakes of it, and they were both spun the same way. As I mentioned before, I've bought a lot of Lion Brand Mandala when it was on sale, but I only bought 1 cake of each color. So maybe I would be doing something where I hold that along with another yarn, maybe like a white yarn. It just depends what the color is, but I'm definitely excited that I was able to use it, and it's giving me ideas for the future. So I just wanted to share that with you, that this piece is actually finished and I really enjoyed working on it, and I would recommend it to anyone that wants to make it. Try holding them together. They feel luscious. I just wanted to share that. I'm going to show you one other work in progress that I have, and that is a shawl by Crystal over at Bagoday Crochet. This is the Empty Spaces shawl. So I will include a link to that in my description box under this video, so definitely click on that and it'll take you directly to her pattern. Crystal has over like 1,200 crochet patterns, I think, on her channel. She's been around for a long time. I'm very new, but I love her patterns. They're so simple to follow, and she's a really good teacher, so I would definitely recommend checking her out. I'm going to show you first the yarn, and then I will show you the shawl. I know you want to see the shawl. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, I'm using Mandala Sparkle. Can you tell that I love Mandala yarn? I love Mandala yarn. I just absolutely love it. I could make a shawl out of every one that I get. This is Mandala Sparkle in the color Serpent. This is what it looks like. And these colors keep repeating. It's really beautiful, and you can likely see that metallic sparkle that's going throughout it. This was my second favorite sparkle. I bought 2. I bought 2 of this, and I have 2 in Draco, and Draco is my favorite, so I'm kind of saving that, and I decided to use this first, but this looks amazingly beautiful as well. So this yarn is 328 yards, 300 meters, 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. It's also machine washable and dryable, 98% acrylic and 2% metallic polyester. It is a light number 3, recommends an H5 millimeter hook. And that's what I'm using. I'm using an H5 millimeter hook. So I'm going to show you the shawl. That is the yarn. That is my Susan Bates hook. And let me show you the shawl. Let me make sure I show you the front of the shawl and not the back of the shawl, as I sometimes do. So here we go. Ta-da! How's that? How is that? Okay, I'm going to hold it up close so you can see it. You can see the sparkle. You can see the shine. The colors, like, I got so lucky with how it just flowed, and it literally looks like this yarn was made for this pattern. Only here where I'm coming to, like, I'm on the second ball now. And so only in the second ball now, the color variation's a bit different, but otherwise, oh my God, look at this. It's so beautiful. So I know this is going to be a favorite of everyone who watches this. So definitely check out Crystal's tutorial, the Empty Spaces Shawl. It's so beautiful. Even though there's spaces, it still feels to me very dense, and it's so nice and warm. This can be worn in any way, and I'm really enjoying this yarn. This is the Mandala Sparkle again, and Lion Brand Mandala Sparkle, and I'm loving it. So we have, I think it's just a 4-row repeat. So there is a row of double crochets. There's a row of also double crochets with the empty spaces. There's a row of back post double crochets, and there's a row of, I want to say, the cobblestone stitch. It's very simple. This pattern is very, very simple, and you can totally make it. give it a try. It might look complicated and very dainty and elegant, which it is, but it's not complicated. You can definitely make this. Okay, so I was showing you the shawl. So the colorways that we have are kind of like, we have peach, we have yellow, we have light green, we have blue, we have purple. And then on the second cake, we're going back into, I think we went, yeah, it went back into the peach, and then now it's starting with green. So it's not, I think they were very similar, but they weren't exactly the same. So it's not going to come off in the exact same way. But I think it is right now near this blue color, and that'll repeat first. So in either case, it's going to be very, very beautiful. And I'll show that to you again. It's a beauty. I definitely recommend making this. This is not the first shawl of Crystal's that I've made. I have tried to make other ones of hers. This is a winner in my mind. It's like, I'm wearing it like a poncho. I guess you could make like 2 of them and stitch it together or something. Could do that too. It feels really good on. It feels light, not too warm, but enough to give you that sense of comfort. So in case I didn't mention, the shawl is going to be donated to the cancer patients. So that is who I'm making it for. And the other Mandala sparkle that I have, I had started a scarf with it, but I may just take that apart and make another shawl. I'm not really sure yet what I'm planning to do. But I wanted to share these 2 whips with you. And I'm likely going to have, lots of finished objects and lots of whips all the time. So keep up to date with my videos so that you can see what I'm making. I'm always making lots of fun stuff. I am going to be sharing with you some more whips. So give me 1 minute and I'll be right back. All right, so I have 2 more whips that I want to share with you in this video. One is, they're both blankets. One is probably more of a throw. So I had mentioned to you earlier that I had some Red Heart, it's a wrap rainbow in Foggy that I had purchased at Michael's when it was on sale a couple years ago. I want to say maybe 2021 or 2022, perhaps 2022, but probably 2021. Sorry, my light is coming on my glasses. So I purchased this yarn, and I'm going to show it to you carefully just because I'm holding some strands together. So I don't want to get that messed up. This is the yarn Red Heart. It's a wrap rainbow. And that's the color Foggy. Let me see if I can just pull it a little bit forward. So that's what it looks like. It has this very like antique looking feel to it. So it starts off with this light cream, goes into like a very light tannish color, and then it goes into grays. So it's a very beautiful color. And I have 4 of these. So let me see if I can pick them up. I have 4 of them. And I'm holding them together because this yarn is a number 2 fine weight, and it is not spun together. It's just hanging as threads. So there's 4 threads that are here. So I'm holding them together, and I've started a project. It recommended a G 4mm hook, but that wasn't going to happen. Like, this is way too thin for me. So what I decided to do is just hold that 4 together. I just want to like finish the yarn, but I want to make something really beautiful with it too. So I'm trying to dig into my stash and get things out and get things made. So this is what I'm making. I am making, you may know of the designer Vanessa Smith over at Hooked on Sunshine. And this is her pattern DooDad. And I've just made a start. This is what it looks like so far. It's really beautiful. So this is the DooDad pattern, and it starts off, it's a more of a decorative piece right now, but it'll become bigger. So because I'm holding all this yarn together, it has become quite thick. So it has lots of texture, but it's quite thick than the original. So I'm using a J 6mm hook, Susan Bates. That's what I'm using with this. And so far it's working out wonderfully. So I haven't had anything splitting yet. I haven't had to frog anything yet. I'm taking my time, and I'll hold that up here again. So it's a really beautiful cream color right now, and I'm building my way out, and I'm just following the pattern. I'll link it below. It's called DooDad, DOODAD, DooDad. It is a paid pattern, but I had purchased it earlier from Hooked on Sunshine. I've done lots of her patterns and I absolutely love them. She goes into great detail. She explains all the special stitches she'll be using. She has diagrams, pictures, like full photo tutorial basically. So if you are just starting out with crocheting, or if you have been crocheting for a while, but you want to try a more intricate, detailed pattern, I would definitely recommend looking at Vanessa Smith over at Hooked on Sunshine. She's on Ravelry. She also has her own website. And she takes you and holds your hand. She gives you so much detail about the stitches. She gives you so much detail about what you're making with photo tutorials, and it's just really wonderful. I find her work to be very exciting to do because it makes me feel confident in my skills as a crocheter, and it helps me to build up my skills. The way she writes her patterns reminds me of the lady who made Sophie's Universe, Dedri. In Sophie's Universe, she also had a full photo tutorial. I believe Sophie's Universe also has a video tutorial, if I'm not mistaken. But these two designers have really made me feel that I can crochet and I can follow complicated stitches. I can follow long patterns. So they've helped me to build up my confidence as a crocheter, and I've been able to make such beautiful things. On my Ravelry page, on my projects page, you'll find a lot of the things that I have made, but I'll try to put up a couple pictures here just of different Hooked on Sunshine patterns that I have made, or the Sophie's Universe that I have made. And you can see the level of intricacy, the level of detail, the level of thought that's gone into making these, into designing these. And my ability to make them is not, is not all my own merit. It's because of these amazing designers. So I really, really love their patterns. I've also made, I believe it's called Charlotte's Universe or Charlotte's Dream. I've made many different of their pieces. So I'm really excited to be doing this pattern, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to take it slow. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make the full pattern, but I do have, each cake has about, let me see. Each cake has 623 yards. So however far that takes me, I will be trying my best to finish these. And it's just a really good feeling to pull out some yarn that you've had in your stash for like 3-4 years and to finally give it life. And this is just giving me like an antique look. So I'm wearing a white shirt, but as you can see, this is cream. Just giving me this really nice antique look. And even though I've held the strands together, I don't think that takes away from the pattern at all. It looks really beautiful. So I will be working on this behind the scenes. This is going to be hopefully not my long-term whip of the year, but it will be likely one of them. It's going to take me a couple months to make this. Unless, of course, I start dedicating my weekends to it. But you may all be like this or you may not. But I'm kind of like, I take a break from one project to work on another project. And right now, this is not my project of choice. This is my project of, okay, I have half an hour of dedicated time. Let me pull out the pattern and work on it. And that's what happens with something like this. This is not one of those patterns that I can just pick up and work on. I need to know exactly what row I'm on. I need to know exactly what the pattern is for that row or that round. And once I get the gist of it, then I can go around the mandala and I can work on it. But this requires more focus. So I will be working on this behind the scenes. I will try to give you an update once I've made some good progress with it, or I might just show you the finished project. So look out for this. This is again DooDad by Hooked on Sunshine, Vanessa Smith. Okay, so let me just move this out of the way without getting everything tangled. And I have one other whip that I want to share with you today. If you've been following my community posts or my shorts, you would have already seen this. But I'm going to show it to you today. Sorry, I just moved it on the side so that I could show you the first whip. So, as I mentioned, and you might have seen, I think I shared this yarn in a video. I may not have, I'm not sure. Okay, anyways, I had gone to Michael's and I had picked up Loops and Threads ombre yarn. And I had also picked up this Karen Skinny Cake. This was the Karen Skinny Cake in Fruit Punch that I picked up. So this Karen Skinny Cake is 795 yards. It's big, but it's a skinny cake. So it's 727 meters. It's 8.8 ounces or 250 grams. 100% acrylic, which is great. Machine washable and dryable. But it is a light number 3. And it recommends a G or 4 millimeter hook. So because it's a light number 3, I mean, I couldn't pass this up. I just fell in love with the colors and I had to have it. So I bought it. But I came home and I realized, you know, what am I going to make with this? I don't want to sit there forever with the G hook and just, you know, take forever to make something. So what did I do? I decided I'm going to hold another yarn together with it. And I thought, since this has white color in it, I'm going to hold together white. So I've been holding Big Twist Value in the color white. And Big Twist Value is 380 yards or 347 meters, 6 ounces, 170 grams. Recommends an H5 millimeter hook. Machine washable, do not tumble dry flat. And this is 100% acrylic as well, but this is a worsted weight. So this is much thicker. So that's the worsted weight. Let me just pull this out so I can show you. This is the Big Twist Value, and this is the Karen Skinny Cake. So they're very different, but I've been holding them together because I wanted that bulk from the Big Twist Value. I wanted the white color to give it some, what do you call it? Like I wanted it to give it some substance, some, you know, not just be this thin little skinny cake. So I've been using my Susan Bates K 6.5 millimeter hook. That's what I'm using. And it's been working out wonderfully. So I'm going to try and show you what I'm making. I'm making a throw. And of course, it's all tangled. There's just yarn coming out everywhere. So I'm going to show you the front of it. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay. That is my throw. So there's my arm there. Oh, there's my arm there. It's pretty big. I always think baby blanket, but then when I'm sitting on the couch, I just look like, ooh, how would this fit me? So then I make it big. So it's basically my full span of my arms. I'm stretching out. I'm going to show it to you up close. I know you can't see it that good, but it's coming out really beautifully. Okay, let me turn my camera. This is what it looks like. Doesn't it look so fun? It just looks so like fun and festive. So this is where it started. So the pink was showing through, then it became the white color of the skinny cake, then the shades of pink, and then now we're at orange. There you go, you can see it properly now. It's just really fun. It's like kind of stonewashed look, kind of just something else, but it's coming out so nice. And this is just a pattern from Crystal over at Bagoday Crochet. I think it's called a brick stitch, or it's just an easy baby blanket, and it's really easy. You just have to chain a multiple of 4 plus 2, and then I actually made the first row a single crochet, and then I started the pattern, and this is a really easy pattern. So I'm going to look for it. I have it saved on YouTube, and I'm going to pop that up in the description box below so you can see that as well. This is by Crystal. And this is not the first time I've made this pattern. I've made this pattern probably 4 or 5 times now, and I absolutely love it. So this color is going to keep changing as I keep going. It's going to go along with this, and it's just following this color. So it's going to go into this nice pink coral, then white, then pink, yellow, peach, and there's 795 yards. So I think I have like 2 more balls of this, and as I said, this is 380. So I just need about 2 balls of this. So I have more, and I'm excited. I really like this project, and I really like how it's turning out, and I love the fact that I can just use this right away. And as I told you before, I've been I'm guilty of using the new yarn first because I get so excited by it. And then the yarn that's been kicking around for a couple months is like in my bins, in my yarn closet, and I don't look at it. So then I don't take it out. But that's the beauty I'm making. I love it. It's so pretty. So these were some of my whips today. And of course, the one finished object that I shared a bit earlier. But I wanted to share all that with you so you know what's happening in my world. And if you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button and definitely subscribe. There's lots more coming in my crochet world, and I hope you'll be here along with me for the journey. I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon.